students, now in this video we will be understanding the topic of English, which is jumbled sentences. Now first let us understand what are sentences. Now sentences are the building blocks of English. It usually is a collection of words which are arranged together in order to form a meaningful sentence, out of which some meaning is derived, and the reader and the person with whom we are communicating can easily understand what message we are trying to deliver to that person. Now, jumbled sentences are the sentences which are not arranged in a proper order, or I can say the words within the sentence are not arranged in a proper manner, so not a proper meaning can be defined. It cannot be derived from the sentence, and therefore the person who is reading the sentence cannot be able to understand, he or she might not be able to understand what is written in the sentence because the meaning is not clear. Now, from the examination point of view, the examiner will provide you a sentence which will be in jumbled form, which means that the word within the sentence will not be organized in proper manner. Now, using your skills, using your ability and all the grammar that you have revised so far, you have to form the correct sentence so that a meaning is derived from it. Now here I will be providing you some of the questions through which we can understand what exactly the topic is. Remember, this topic is very important from the examination point of view as well, and also when in future we will be giving any kind of competitive exams, this topic is even asked over there. So pay attention over here, and let us begin with the questions. Now suppose this is the example, was a stranger on passing road. Now when I say was a stranger on passing road, do I get any idea what the sentence is all about? No. Why? Because my sentence is not arranged in a proper order, or I can say the words in my sentence are not arranged in proper order. I have to make sure that I make a proper and a meaningful sentence. So for that I have to use my little thinking skill, and I have to open my brains and check that what will be the beginning of my sentence, or how can I begin my sentence. So I can say was, my sentence can never start with was, my sentence can never start from on, I cannot start my sentence with passing. Remaining is a stranger and road. Out of these two, I can say that a stranger looks more fine to me. I will say a stranger. Now stranger is done. A stranger on passing road was, no. When I say a stranger was on passing road, no. I can say a stranger was passing on road. This makes my sentence grammatically correct. Why? Because now I have arranged my words in a proper order so that a meaningful sentence can be derived from it. And I can say a stranger was passing on a road. Correct, understandable. Next, if I say wrapped up from head was he to foot. Again I say wrapped up from head was he to foot. Wrapped up, my sentence cannot be begin from wrapped up. From head, no. I said I cannot begin my sentence with was. Yes, from he I can. I can say he, next can be was. From head wrapped up to foot, no. keep on reading again and again. The main mantra is to keep reading again and again, make hit and trials, and finally you can reach a valid point. I can say he was wrapped up from head to foot. And this makes my sentence grammatically correct. Why? Because now a meaning can be derived from my sentence. Now next can be visible, nothing, nose, was, except his. Again, I have to form a correct sentence. Visible, my sentence cannot begin with words such as visible. Yes, with nothing I can begin my sentence. With nose I can begin my sentence. Again I said was, I cannot begin. Except I cannot begin. His, yes. So nothing, nose, his. Out of these three I have to find out how can I begin my sentence. If I say his nose was visible, nothing except. No, his is cancelled. Nose. Nose was visible except his, nothing. No, remaining is nothing. I have to begin my sentence with nothing. So can you see, now I'm making hit and trials and I'm finding out how can I place my words. I can say nothing was visible except his nose. So nothing was visible except his nose. This can be another order in which I can form my sentence so that there is some meaning to that sentence which I can derive. Next example can be looked with me at he simplicity. Now remember, words like simplicity can also begin the sentence. Looked cannot begin my sentence. With cannot begin the sentence. Yes, me. At cannot. Me can. He can. And simplicity can. But the correct formation will be he looked at me with simplicity. So my suggestion to you is that keep on reading the sentence again and again until you find the correct order so that my sentence has some kind of meaning. Till then, you keep on reading, you keep on fixing words one place or the other, and at last definitely we can form a correct sentence. Now this was the example where within the sentence the words were jumbled, but there are also areas where there will be 5 to 6 sentences provided, and there you have to arrange the sentence so that a paragraph is formed. Here it is that you are arranging the words. This is arrangement of words. But there are also questions asked where you have to arrange the sentences to form paragraphs. So when you compare these two, this part where you have to arrange the words to form sentence is much more easier than arrangement of sentences, because that becomes a little bit complicated, while arranging the words within a sentence is much easier. So Keep learning, keep practicing more and more in order to excel in this part. Otherwise, most of the children get stuck over here. The main mantra is to keep on and on practicing more exercises so that you can finally find a way of how to develop proper words in a sentence so that you can have a proper meaning of it.